Hey guys, it's Ruthless Swift here. Welcome to my commentary about why early access is an excuse for bugs and glitches in the game. In the background I'll have a BF3 gameplay rolling. I'm a quite shit BF3 player and the gameplay is quite shit as well, but I guess you'll have to live with that as I talk. I'm playing with the SV98 iron sights and a MP42 reflex, the revolver you get by playing co-op basically. I don't know what it's called. So if you ever played an early access games, you know like all the bugs are shit and a lot of players will complain about them. So I wanted to talk about why early access is an excuse for that, because I was playing with a squad a while back in DC and they always complain and say like, yeah, no, it's an early access, but that's not an excuse for all these fucking bugs that's in the game. So I just wanted to make this quick commentary about why it actually is. So, what is early access? Well, an early access game is when a game is released to Steam in pre-alpha versions, which means that it's not anywhere near from finished. And sometimes this is actually just closed. You have to register, sign up for the closed early access to actually play it, and that's mostly just to leave feedback. So, I got that clear. So. And why, I mean, when you buy the game, you get a warning that, yeah, this is an early access, you'll have bugs and you'll have to play with them. I mean, it's just like, when you buy an early access, think about that. You'll live through as the game makes, like, you'll have to play as they update the game, you know? So, yeah, that's like kind of what the warning says, and yeah, you agree to play with bugs and glitches, which, I mean, so you're not actually gonna complain about them. I mean, if I was a game developer and I released a game in early access, I would do it because I would like maybe feedback and what I could do. Let's say I was out of ideas for the game, maybe I thought it was like a bit repetitive and the players would get bored of it, then maybe I would just like make an early access for players like to come in and play a bit and just say what they think about it, leave feedback, what I can improve about the game, and so on. That's basically what I would do to actually get which one to say, to get the feedback and to make the game as good as possible. I mean, like having the community in the actual project. Because I think it would be cool to actually, have other gamers' perspective on a game that I'm like developing, if I was a game developer, because I'm not, and like have their feedback just to make the game as good as possible for everybody to enjoy. That's just what I think. I mean, yeah, it is an excuse. The game is in early access. Let's take DayZ for an example. You can see that maybe they updated the game a lot. It was just a really big update in it. Like, added tons of shit and made the game like less repetitive. Actually, I got 100 hours on DayZ standalone, then I quit it. Then I played it again, another 100 hours. Then I quit it and played Rust, which is also in early access. That's why it gets repetitive, and I don't like. I saw a video about a while back, and he, this YouTuber, he was called Mike the Vike. Basically, he was saying what needs to happen in the game The Forest. He made one in Rust 2, I think. I'm not sure, but about the game The Forest, which is also in early access, and I was also disappointed in The Forest because when I watched trailers and stuff, like I didn't know about the game like just 1 week before it was released, so that was a bit weird for me. But I got on release date, played it, and yeah, I'm not playing it anymore because it was really repetitive and and the patches doesn't seem to fix it. I'm just looking for co-op in that, but he said that. Okay, so basically, you guys, I don't have a code for this, but he said like that the Forest game developers just got shitloads of money. They should hire people and make this game not early access anymore because they released it to public, which means it should not have bugs, blah blah blah. And early access is an excuse for bugs. You even get the warning when getting the game that it will be buggy, it will have glitches, and so on. So I mean, I just thought that was really stupid. I didn't comment because I mean he had some decent arguments about it, and I'm like, nah, I'm not even gonna bother talking to this guy. And so I've been like thinking about why early access actually is an excuse, because I've been talking to so many people who says it's not an excuse. The game should not be buggy when it releases, but in fact, early access, I mean, a game that's released and it says early access, when purchasing, you get a warning on top of your screen. When launching the game, I mean, when I launched AC, it says, like, this is early access, blah blah blah. I might get a quote for it, I don't know, it might be on the screen, I don't know. I mean, yeah, so, also, players say that, yeah, like, Rust, it's completely bullshit, and it's not, like, it gets repetitive, and people say I've explored everything in the game, it gets repetitive for it, I've been moving on to play other games such as whatever. And I think this is just wrong, because early access is an excuse. If you buy an early access game, you get a warning about the game being buggy, and why. I mean, just, yeah, I'm just gonna use Rust for an example now. Rust, they, sorry, they released a game, and for 6 months straight, no updates whatsoever. Like 1-2 months ago, I realized that they were actually working on a project. So maybe like the early access developers are just like releasing the game, release the game, make it an early access, don't update it for shit, and then that would kind of bring hate to them. And in that hate, it kind of leaves feedback as well for them to use. And that's just what I think, but... Or they just update it and they ask for, like, people's... I don't know, opinions on the game. It's a lot of Rust videos out there, so maybe they use that. I mean, like, Rust, like, what people want to have in Rust. Maybe some developers go and watch that and do whatever with it, but... yeah, so that's just what I'm thinking, and yeah, early access is an excuse for actually having, I mean, a buggy game. Early access means pre-alpha or even pre-alpha, which means that it won't have a lot of stuff in it, it will be really far from finished, and it will have bugs, so you'll have to live with that. But that was basically what I had to say in this commentary. If you did enjoy, leave a like, comment, subscribe, do whatever. Share the video with your friends, try and give me attention, whatever. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace!